In this video, we'll be talking about natal sun in Gemini in the 10th house and what this placement means for you if you have it in your chart. So if you have this placement, you are in the right place. And with that being said, we're going to start by talking about the sun and what that means. The sun in astrology rules Leo, which is the fixed fire sign. Fixed signs are about a constant state of being, and fire is about action. So what the sun shows us is about a constant way of how we act. It's also a constant level of energy as well. And it's also how we come across to others, especially how our actions come across to others. And the sun is also having to do with our passions and our self-expression and how we want to be seen. So when the sun is in Gemini, which is the sign of communication, ideas, and intellect, and it's also about circumstances and opportunities, this shows somebody that has a more adaptable character or interests. And their actions are more circumstantially based. So their actions can be perceived as more fickle or superficial because it's either based on ideas or like a train of thought that they're having, or it's based on current circumstances. And circumstances are always changing. And so these people are always also adapting to circumstances or to changes in terms of their passions, in terms of their actions, and in terms of how they express themselves too. They're really good at adapting to social circumstances. So in terms of their ego and the way of expressing themselves is really, in a sense, to be relatable towards others. So other people might see you as fickle or two-faced, but that is because they may have perceived your actions or like the things that you've said to be coming from a more deeper place than what it actually did come from, which is usually just circumstances or just from a train of thought that you were having at that time. Now, with that being said, you have the sun in the 10th house. The 10th house is all about profession. It's all about our public image and how we are known, the position or the role that we have. And it's also about our public image, like I was saying. So it's like how we present ourselves online as well. It's about our social image. So when you have the sun in Gemini in the 10th house, for the most part, your career could involve an element of adaptation, especially adaptation to circumstance. And also your career can involve the influence of communication or media, because Gemini is all about the media as well. So these could be people that have to often adapt as a part of their career. And they often have to adapt to information. And so this makes me think of careers in journalism or careers revolving public relations or any career that revolves communicating with the public, because communicating with the public, especially from a professional or a corporate standpoint or a business standpoint, revolves adapting to trends and adapting to social circumstances. And that could also be a big part of their profession or how they are known. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which is the god of communication, commerce, and messages. It's also about short distance travel. And so in terms of your career or in terms of your public image, you could be known as a Mercury type person. So what does this mean? This could mean that you will be known as something revolving business, something revolving trade, or you could be known as a communicator of some sort. And like the way that you portray yourself publicly is really adapting to current social trends or like towards information, I guess. So anyway, the next point that I wanted to say about this placement is that when the sun is in the 10th house, this shows that somebody that's ambitious. And in terms of their ego, because the sun shows our ego, it shows that your ego revolves around your public image or how people feel about you and like people's opinions of you, and it revolves around your success. So for the most part, these individuals that have the sun in Gemini in the 10th house, they're ambitious and they're opportunistic about that's a redundancy, but they're opportunistic about success, and they are adaptable in terms of how they achieve success. And a lot of times this could be about following new trends. So if these people are business people and they have like a store of some sort online, or part of their careers involving sales, they're always adapting their products to the newest trends. They're clever, they have like good marketing techniques, and just a lot of Mercurial or Gemini, which is like intellectual approach to their success. And this could even just be about how they communicate on social media in terms of how they have public relations. Now, in general, since Sun in Gemini shows somebody whose actions are more circumstantial or superficially influenced, it could show that your image could be more superficial, meaning that a lot of times in terms of your success and how you are known or how you want to be seen, it takes a lot of like maintenance, and you maintain an image superficially through communications or through how you decide to circumstantially present yourself to the public on social media, on LinkedIn, for example, too, or on the professional sphere. So, with that being said, that summarizes the 10th house sun in Gemini. If I had to summarize this in one sentence, this placement shows somebody that has an element of adapting to their profession, and they adapt circumstantially based on their responsibilities, or their responsibilities require them to communicate or to adapt with the public, or with new trends, or with opportunities. So like your career, your profession, or how you are known, like your image could be pulling you in a lot of different directions, or like forcing you to, pursue a lot of different opportunities in terms of how you choose to express yourself or adapt yourself to the newest circumstances. Like that's kind of the careers, or like the public image that they have, or the effect of their public image. Like, for example, if somebody that has this placement is like a YouTuber or something, they will feel this placement in terms of the fact that their image forces them to become adaptable and adapt to new trends, circumstances, or opportunities, especially to gain more attention, or to maintain certain amounts of success. And because the 10th house is the house of responsibilities, so sometimes it's things that we don't necessarily want to do, but it's like the responsibility of our sign, because the natural sign that has the 10th house in Gemini is Virgo. Virgo is also a mutable sign, which is about adaptation and work life. So, but the thing though is that they have the sun here in the 10th house, so this is something that they're passionate about. They are passionate about adapting to new circumstances professionally. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that it was insightful. If you did enjoy, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more content. With that being said, I appreciate you guys watching and supporting in any way that you do. And I'll talk to you guys sometime soon in another video. Peace.